Wow. A restaurant.
Hello, dear Toastmasters.
Hello.
Going through our whole life, we are going to meet many people. Among all of them, there are some people we think are important to us. We rely on those people, and we care about those people. We have some kind of emotional attachment to those people. Like, we have emotional attachment to our families, to our parents. We have emotional attachments to our classmates and friends. But think about it. What if one day those people we think are important to us have gone or left? Then it's time to say goodbye. Yes, it's time to say goodbye. Do you remember the day when you attended your graduation ceremony in high school? Yes, you say goodbye to your classmates. And do you remember the day when your parents sent you to NCKU, helping you settle everything in dormitories, and left you alone in the evening? You say goodbye to your parents, right? And it is always hard to say goodbye, especially in those occasions like graduation ceremony. We feel deep sadness and reluctance to say goodbye. And the reason behind this probably is because we have some kind of emotional attachment to them. And once we have too strong emotional attachments to others, we will feel reluctant to leave them. A few months ago, a friend who's the exchange student from Shanghai went back to his hometown. And at that midnight he was leaving, I held a little farewell party for him. And I drank a few beers, took pictures, and lots of wonderful memories just came to my mind. And I didn't realize the crucial fact of his leaving until I waved farewell to him. And that crucial fact was that it is possible that we will never see each other again in the future, since we live in different countries and we have different goals in life. And after his leaving, I pondered the questions. Since there are so many occasions for saying goodbyes in our life, so what should we prepare and what should we believe in order to feel free of saying goodbye to those we think are important to us? That's the questions. So after days of pondering, I gave myself two pieces of advice. The first advice is just have less emotional attachment to others. Since we all know we will suffer from great pain of separation from our loved one day, why not just having less emotional attachment to others? In this story of mine, I can choose to be cold, to be emotionless, to be indifferent, to be detached from my Shanghai friends. Then I won't have any reliance on him, so I will suffer no pain of saying goodbye to him. That is advice number one. How about advice number two? Advice number two is to believe that we will still meet each other again in the future. By believing the reunions in the future, we won't feel too overwhelmed of saying goodbye to others, because we believe the relationship will never come to the end. Even there comes a separation, we believe it's just temporary. We believe we will still meet each other again in the future. So we can love who we love as much as we can. That's advice number two. So I want to ask you, what do you think about these two pieces of advice? Can you choose one of them so that you can feel free of saying goodbye to those you think are important to you? And if you ask my opinions, my answer is no. None of them can be totally suitable. For the first advice, having less connection, having less emotional attachment to others. Sorry, I cannot do that. We, as all humanity, we all have the eagerness for being loved or loving someone. That's human nature. Like, we love our family, we rely on our friends, and we have great emotional attachment to them. Yes, so it's impossible. And the connection between people, I think, are beyond price and precious. And for advice number two, to believe the reunion in the future. Yes, I believe in the reunion futures. We can love who we love as much as we can because we believe the relationship will never come to the end. So we don't need to worry about the consequences of those two strong emotional attachment. And it seems to me this advice is perfect. Although the problem is, I don't believe it. I mean, I just cannot persuade myself to believe that there will be a reunion in the future. I just cannot. Who can guarantee that there will be a reunion in the future? I just cannot persuade myself. So it seems to be. It seems to be we're stuck here. Right? We didn't get any answer so far. And I won't expect you to get the answer tonight. Not because this question is too difficult, not because this question is too philosophical, but because we just begin to think these questions in the next few minutes. That means don't rush to find the answer, and don't be frustrated if you cannot find the answers. Be patient, be nice and slow. I think there is some kind of wisdom there which can teach us how to appreciate and how to love this world, and especially the people around us. And that is the philosophy of life, which is worth spending our whole life searching for. Back to TM.